Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Taylor interrupts Brook and Ridge. Brook to continue soliciting Ridge to take her back. In the middle of Brook's reunion plea, there's an unanticipated interruption. It's Taylor, who comes to see Ridge only to find Brook soliciting her ex-husband to take her back yet again. It's not clear why Brook thinks she has any further of a chance than during the preemption. Meanwhile, Hope struggles to look once Carter's treason. Hope's conduct were only part of Ridge's fury. The other part was looking at Brook's job acceptance as a treason. Of course, when Taylor walks into the room, she'll know exactly what's going on. Taylor has said constantly that she's confident in her relationship and doesn't worry about Brook. Saying it and believing it are two different effects, however. After all, Brook did just kiss another woman's man. It doesn't matter if Ridge used to belong to Brook, he's with someone differently now. Not to mention that Lang's amusement chops are worth much further than constantly soliciting a taken man to reunite. It would be nice to see Brook have the same I don't need a man station that Taylor's had lately. Now, latterly in the week, this scene leads to Ridge having to choose between the two women. Stay, I allowed. Ridge formerly chose Taylor? Did I miss commodity? In any case, Ridge will presumably pick Taylor formerly again. At least, until Taylor does commodity Ridge considers insupportable, also he'll brio back to Brook again. Hope will continue to struggle. The fashion developer thinks Carter betrayed her. Despite Carter soliciting Hope to understand his point of view, she's angry and full of rage. Hope formerly ditched Carter, but he went chasing after her. That was presumably a mistake as she delivered some harsh words to the susurrus. Over in Carter's court, he'll remain loyal in his love for Hope. Still, the Forrester family now has Carter back. So, their coming move will presumably be to stop Carter from running after Hope. That's where Daphne will come by. Brook kissed Ridge, and Hope said farewell to Carter, who chased her down to make a pitch to save their relationship. At Forrester Creations, Hope anticipated Carter to walk out with her as a platoon, but he claimed this was his livelihood and the Forresters were his family. Brook eventually piped up about all the division at the company, so Hope felt betrayed by her, too. After Hope decided there was nothing left to say but goodbye, she stomped off to the cabin. Carter followed Hope there to apologize for how everything went down, but she felt like he was only trying to justify his conduct. Since Hope had formerly said farewell to Carter, she didn't suppose there was anything left to talk about. Carter argued that he could still endorse for Hope at the company and tried to remind her of the love they participated. Still, Hope remained worried over Carter not fighting for her and siding with the Forresters. After Hope acted like they should forget their relationship and everything that had happened, she slammed him for folding like a house of cards. Hope claimed Carter didn't have what it took to be the leader of a company and clearly didn't have what it took to be with her. Once Hope blustered about Carter being a betrayer and prompted him to leave, Carter cried and refused to let her push him down. Since what they had was special and worth fighting for, Carter told Hope that he wouldn't let this be the end of them. Back at Forrester Creations, Daphne talked to Zend about her real passions for Carter and the fact that he merited better than Hope. In the design office, Will and Electra bandied Bill unthinkable conduct regarding Luna before the discussion shifted to the Forresters recovering control. Electra conceded that Carter and Hope had been kind to her on with Ivy during all the preemption drama. Although Electra wished for harmony, she couldn't make any hopeful prognostications about that actually passing. Daphne and Carter had a discussion with Electra and Will, so that led to Daphne raving about all Hope's damage and hoping for Carter's freedom. Conceded that what Carter and Hope did was wrong, but she didn't authorize of what Steffi was doing to Hope moreover. After Brook asked to speak with Ridge intimately, Steffi and Eric left them alone. That gave Brook and Ridge a chance to reappraisal all the issues that drove them piecemeal. Although Brook was hurt over how presto Ridge turned to Taylor, she missed Ridge and allowed. He missed her, too. Now that the Forrester leadership situation had been resolved, Brook wanted to move beyond the pain of the history and make trust again. Since Brook was still hoping for an unborn together, she gave Ridge a kiss and pushed him to come home. Brook stood there crying as she claimed she wanted to be Ridge's Logan again. Ridge may give Brook updates on some heartbreaking news soon. Daphne will entrust in Zend, Ridge gives Carter and claim, and Steffi regains control of Forrester Creations. Zend and Daphne have come close since she started working at Forrester Creations. Of course, these two have commended in each other many times. Still, Daphne has no way directly answered him about her passions for Carter. Will Zend eventually get the answers he has been staying for? Will Carter choose Daphne over Hope? Zend is sure that Daphne has fallen for Carter and wants to be with him. Unfortunately, Zend also knows that Carter wouldn't be happy with Daphne if the verity about her reason for coming to Forrester Creations comes out. Daphne may be smitten with Carter, but he's not going to be happy when he realizes that Steffi encouraged her to break up his relationship with Hope. Carter took Ridge at face value when he tore up the LLC papers and gave Forrester Creations back to him. Still, Carter didn't bother to get in jotting that hope for the future would remain in product and that hope would continue to be the profit for the line. Carter didn't indeed suppose that he'd be tricked by his stylish friend. Unfortunately, the first rule of business should be to get effects in jotting. In the end, Hope will be agonized and disgraced by the whole situation. Hope for the future is formally again shut down and Hope is fired. Yet Carter will stay with Forrester Creations and his musketeers rather of leaving with Hope. Hope will be crushed by Carter's conduct. Steffi will disregard her father and forefathers' pledge to Carter and instantly shut down Hope for the future again. Steffi will also fire Hope as she isn't fit to be a profit for the brand. Steffi may be getting her vengeance on Hope, but what will end up coming from it? Will this be as smooth sailing as Steffi's study? Steffi believes she's large and in charge at the moment. Still, Steffi has also been learning heavily on her hubby to cut ties with his son and shoot her back to jail. Will Hope use this to come between Finn? Steffi, Ridge and Eric are holding court with Hope, Carter and Brook in the Forrester main office. Steffi says Carter is welcome to stay with the company, but Hope can show herself the door. Brook interjects asking Steffi to reevaluate her decision. Steffi indicates there are consequences for her conduct, and she's no longer welcome at Forrester. Hope reminds Carter they're a platoon, and they shouldn't let anyone, or anything tear them piecemeal. Carter takes a veritably long pause before turning to Hope and saying he's sorry, but Forrester Creations is his livelihood and his family. Luna seems to have set her sights on a new Joe, and unfortunately for Will, it appears to be him. Your family has been so awful to me, Will, she says when she approaches him at Il Giardino. I'd like to repay. But given this youthful lady's history, he really should be bothered about what she might have in mind. Hope was stunned when Carter went back on their plan and tore up the LLC papers to give Forrester Creations back to the Forresters. We're a platoon, she reminds her beau. Don't let them drive us piecemeal. But given everything that's happened, that boat may have formerly sailed. Meanwhile, Daphne begs Steffi to keep quiet about their part in the plan to recapture control of the company. Carter, he can no way know about our plan, she insists. Steffi had asked the incense developer to betray Carter down from Hope, but effects didn't relatively go as planned. You've really fallen for the Joe, haven't you? Steffi notes. Hope was on top of the world when she and Carter plotted their way into running Forrester Creations as they saw fit. But that all came crashing down when his heart got the better of him and he gave the company back. Now, Hope finds she can't indeed lean on her own mama for support. Until you take responsibility, Brook angrily declares, I've no sympathy for you.